I was just making my drill bit, my arbor press drill bit with the 1/2 inch roto broach, and I realized, this is all pretty custom, and I don't think many people would be able to do what I'm doing right now, and I thought, I'll show you guys how I do it. So yeah, I get a standard arbor press 3/8 to 3/4 sheet metal hole cutter drill bit assembly. As you can see here, it comes with a pilot drill bit, which is handy because I actually use that. But the problem with this setup from Rotocut is that if you use it with this setup, it's spring loaded, that drill bit, and that might be good for some applications. Watch this. So it's spring loaded. Now, okay, I can explain why that's a problem. There's another backup drill bit. Okay, so then I screw on these 1/2 inch sheet metal cutters, and that is actually what drills through the customer's vehicles when I'm making holes, and you wind up with something like this. And I put it on a pneumatic drill. Not that big of a deal. You don't have to put it on a pneumatic drill. You can put it on any drill. Now imagine if it was spring loaded. Imagine if it was spring loaded and you're going to drill a hole into a car, which you already don't want to do. And some of these are $100,000 investments. So it spring loads. What if you skip? You start skipping down the side of whatever you're trying to drill. So it's super dangerous if it's spring loaded, and basically what I have to do to take the spring out is Allen key the bottom of that, loosen it out, and basically take out the entire spring assembly, which looks like this. So what you're left with after that is a drill that is not spring loaded that you can press. I'm loading up some weight on it. You can press until your heart's content. Now how do you get it to not move around? This is the trick, my friends. You have to get a ball bearing. I will tell you the trick, although I don't have to tell you the trick. But basically, I took a ball bearing, tiny ball bearing, out of here, which I would love to show you, but of course they're tiny and have gone missing. This is I believe a 3/4 quick connect. I mean, this is a bigger ball bearing, which doesn't really suit what we're doing. I took a ball bearing, I dropped it in the drill bit hole right there with the drill bit in there, and then tightened the retaining screw down over top of it. And near impossible to show you that with one hand. But if you unscrewed this retaining Allen key, you would see a little ball bearing, a tiny ball bearing, and then you would see this. If you took the ball bearing out, you would see this little spot here. I'll show you. They put a little flat section in there, which is handy and perfect for a ball bearing. The ball bearing slides in here, and then ball bearing slides in there, and then I tighten down the screw. You might ask yourself, why don't you just put the screw all the way down and tighten that? I can, and I do, and this is kind of what I've wound up with in the past, little screws to go on the side, but I want to use the Allen key screw that comes with it. However, it's too tiny. It's not long enough to go all the way down and compress this drill bit. So, genius or not genius, that's what I did. I dropped a ball bearing in there, and you can put a lot of weight, and when you go to drill a hole in a car, you can be confident that this is not going to skip. You need that pilot drill bit to go in and hold everything steady. That's just one way to drill a 1/2-inch hole. There's other ways. Like you can get a step-up drill bit, right? A step-up drill bit, right? Regular drill, 1/2-inch drill bit. So main, backup for the main, backup for the backup, backup for the backup, backup pneumatic drills. You follow how I do things here? Backup for the backup for the backup. Because the reason I'm doing this is because when I'm in the zone or when I'm working on a car, the customers don't understand, oh, I have to like go to the store and get a drill. So you can't be doing stuff like that while you're working on a vehicle. You need to have everything ready and the backups ready so that like that gun drops and breaks, starts leaking out fluid everywhere. I have to have a backup, so I do. This hoist stops working. I have a backup. You understand? The point is, get the job done. Deal with the rest afterwards. Thank you for coming to my seminar. That's how I do it.